All right, so the first thing to consider when picking out a red dot is dot size. A lot of times you'll have different options. With our Fastfire, for example, you have a 3 MOA option and an 8 MOA option. An 8 MOA option is going to be a little bit bigger dot. That's going to allow you to be a lot faster. So for 3-gun or for shotgun shooting, the 8 MOA is going to be the best option for you. If you're looking to be more precise, like shooting an AR or some type of rifle, 3 MOA is definitely the option you're going to want to go with. So the second thing to consider when picking out a red dot are controls. Every site's going to be a little bit different, and ultimately it's just what you're comfortable with. There's going to be some that have buttons, some that have sliders, some that have twist controls. Yeah. So this particular one here, our Fastfire, is a push button, and the controls are also going to kind of determine what kind of features the site has. So in this one, the first time you push the button, it's an automatic brightness setting, which is actually a really good feature to have. That way you don't have to kind of mess around with finding the right brightness level for your ambient light around you. It does it for you. In case you do want to be specific, the next time you push it is a bright setting, and then it goes to a medium, and then a low, and then off. So you can just really easily, by pushing the buttons, toggle through the options. But like I said, it's really just ultimately up to you and what you're comfortable with. All right, so the third thing to consider when picking out a red dot is durability. That's very important. You're gonna beat these things up, and it should take a beating. Another thing to consider around durability is warranty. Our Fastfires and all Burris products come with a forever warranty. So definitely it's a good plus. So if something does go wrong, you know that you're covered. Just really take into consideration the material it's built out of. Also the low profile design, I would definitely recommend that. It's just less for it to get snagged on, hooked on, and less things that could catch it to potentially break it. Another thing, we talked about controls earlier. Some controls will stick out, another thing to catch, break. In the case of the Fastfire 3, the control is completely flush, which I think is a great option. The fourth thing to consider when picking out a red dot are mounting options. They're very versatile optics, and that's one of the best things about red dots. They can go on AR or sporting rifles, they can go on spotting scopes, they can go on shotguns, rifles. You can pretty much put them on anything. And that leads me right up to the mounting options. So the most popular option is definitely mounting them to a Picatinny rail, which most red dots will hook up to. There's other options too. You can actually mount them directly to the receiver of a gun if you want kind of a lower profile option. And there's a bunch of videos online where you can learn how to do that. And then the third option, which we offer, is a speed beat option. Great for shotgunning. What it does is it pulls the red dot back towards your face closer, and that gives you a larger field of view, which is a really nice feature. Also, it helps you keep your cheek down. So for example, if your cheek is up too high to look through a red dot, you can get that kick where the stock hits you in the cheek, and that's no fun at all. But this lower option really allows you to be able to have a natural cheek weld and see right down the rib of the guns. I mentioned that they're very versatile optics, and I did mention a spotting scope. You might ask why on a spotting scope. As you can see here, our HD spotter, it's a 20 to 60 zoom. Having the Fastfire on the side of that allows you to keep an eye on where your field of view is. We've all been in the spotting scope before, lost something and then struggled to find it. Never again with the red dot. Another thing it allows you to do is film through the spotting scope really easily. If you have your Digi adapter, phone scope, or whatever you use, and your phone is locked into this, all you have to do is keep that red dot on what you're trying to film, and everything will stay right in the middle of the field of view. This even allows you to film running animals or moving animals without having them leave your field of view. So another thing to consider too is just extra options that the red dots have. With our Fastfire here, we have this really nice sunshade, which just clips right over the top of the sight like this and snaps in, and that'll block any glare. So if you're hunting coyotes or if you're hunting, turkeys, anything with really keen eyesight that could see a flash, this prevents that. Also, it's snowing a little bit out here, and if it's snowing, this will protect the red dot sight from getting any snow on the lens, so you'll always have a clear view. So this is definitely a really nice option to have, and just another thing for you guys to consider. All right, so if you have any questions about the Fastfire red dot or any of the other products in the Burris catalog, feel free to visit us at burrisoptics.com. We'll actually drop a link in the description below. And thanks for watching, guys.